third thing is how to crawl. What this means is how to get down on our hands and knees and hold a plank or move from a plank position. I think a plank is pretty darn important, whether it's yoga style on the elbows or push-up style on the hands and feet. There's a whole different spinal consideration in that position than there might be for a squat and deadlift. There's a lot of talk in the fitness world right now about having one perfect spine model for every exercise, and I don't think that's absolutely true at all. I think the spine is going to have a slightly different model for so many different things, and the push-up is going to be a different spinal model than your squat or your deadlift. And so I want people to get into that nice plank position, and I'm going to talk about that right now. We're going to go over this as an example of beginning your process of awareness, of beginning the initiation of the journey. How hard it is, even for people who have been in this for a while, to start understanding what I consider some basic concepts. We teach push-ups at every workshop I ever do, and it's always fun to teach people push-ups because you can get a whole room of trainers who aren't aware of their spine and hips in that position. So we may as well begin there. So what I'm going to do is talk about it, and we're actually going to do it a little bit. The first thing I want to discuss is what I call the zombie arms. Zombie arms. Because if you're on the ground, that's what you got. You got zombie arms. The thing about the zombie arms is I want these shoulders to stay in place. If I start doing a push-up and I got all this extra floppy going on, we're losing something. We're losing a lot of potential for postural consideration. Here's the thing. I like to think of shapes and movement. Every exercise is a combination of shapes and movement. There's some things we want to keep as solid shapes and some things we want to move. In the case of a push-up, the body from the head to the toes, wait, these are my feet, from the feet to the head, maybe this is, I don't know, from the head to the toes, the whole length of your body is a solid piece. You can call it a piece of steel. I like a piece of steel, but then steel is really heavy, so maybe carbon fiber, whatever you're into, you're just a solid piece of unmovable something, wood, foam, whatever. You're going to be a solid piece. Your body from head to toe is a solid piece. In other words, during that plank, or if you start turning it into a push-up, during that push-up, nothing from the head to the toe should start changing position. There should be no spinal movement, no shoulders rolling, no head dropping, none of that. I want a nice solid shape. The only thing that should happen, or the only thing to think about, to be aware of, movement-wise, in a push-up, is the bending of the elbows. Yes, there's going to be movement happening here, but we're just going to focus on the bending of the elbows on a push-up. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to think about movement-wise. The rest of it is complete stabilization. Sounds so easy. We're going to find out how hard that is in a minute.